Cause your vibe may be different. Can shine in your eyes what I'm missing. Your body Ferrari, but your mind is my interest. You finding your find in the sky, we gon' ride the eclipse like a Mercury transit.
Peace, y'all. It's with StarCard Astrology, and I'm here to give you your daily astrology guidance for Thursday, August 25th, 2022. I just want to say, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, as it helps the channel grow. We're trying to build this community here and just get this information out so we can help as many people as possible. Yeah, let's jump right into this right here. Wait for it to pop up. Oh, my fault. There we go. So, sun's at 2 degrees, Virgo. And it is making its square with Mars. Okay. So there are things that we know we need to do and take action on. That we should know the facts about before we move into it. But at this point, we know. There's, through this Mars transit, all of it has come up on what we truly value as it moved through Taurus. Now that it's at 3 degrees Gemini, squaring the sun, the sun's going to move to 3 degrees tomorrow, so it'll be an exact square tomorrow on the 26th. That's going to be a day where a lot of things absolutely pop all the way off. But, you know, this is where we have to make sure that we're making the right moves. We have to make the right moves to set us up for all of this build-up. This is a build-up. You know, we have all these planets in retrograde. Uranus just went retrograde. It's stationed right now. And, you know, this is a build-up now up until Mars goes retrograde. So what we do now is what's going to prepare us and have us have the right foundation and the right environment. The sun in Virgo. When it all drops, when the coin flips, when Mars goes retrograde in October. But this is all an accumulation, and even right now, we're going to have, you know, a lot of this war aspects of Mars come to light even more so. Okay? This is a big deal. We can't waste time. Now Mercury is in Libra, and it's going to make its way through most of Libra before it goes retrograde on the 8th, because Mercury moves pretty fast. It's moving pretty fast. Fastest moving right now. Right? A degree a day. So our minds are definitely going through, you know, this moment of clarity, but also where we know we need to make and communicate with the right connections now that it's in Libra. This is where, these work-related relationships, platonic relationships, the community aspect, the communal, is a big deal. Awesome day to make sure that we are communicating with the right people, coming up with plans. Does this work? Does this not work? Do you want to move forward? Do you not want to move forward? And just keep it pushing. We do have this. Grand Cross. If I'm mistaken, you guys can correct me in the comments. But these oppositions are pretty evident here. Okay. I wouldn't say it's exact right now, but look at this. Saturn at 21, the moon and Venus at, that wasn't too beautiful of a circle. I didn't like that. Okay. And can't draw. I cannot draw. It's this pen. It's really not me. If I had the original pen, I'd be good. I should probably order one. So the main thing here is not to get pulled into this fear that things are not going to work out, but we also can't get caught up in this Neptunian, everything is dreamy, gonna, just manifest the way we want it to. We have to stay fixated on what we've understood through these transits prior to this, where our value actually lies, and that comes with understanding the self, right? So that Chiron is there to help us understand the self in Aries, or at least how to identify the self, and what our value actually is. Okay. It is quincunx the nodes, and this is where we have to understand, the things that we actually want. We have to understand our egos more than ever, because the ego can be a tool that you utilize purposefully and have under control. There is no such thing of having no ego. I think that concept has been misunderstood, but utilizing the ego, understanding it to the point where the way you understand your ego is having that raw connection with self, right? So it's a yin and yang. It's you have to understand one to understand the other, and vice versa. And that has a lot to do with shadow work, which is really just identifying and coming to terms with the parts of yourself that you don't want to acknowledge, that make you feel less of yourself. Going through that work is a major step in anyone's spiritual journey. Okay? So this is where understanding those things, having done the work, will allow us to move through these times and knowing where our value actually is. We won't tolerate things that don't align with our value truly. We can't. But that's only if we've done the work spiritually. If we haven't done the work, then the ego's still trying to manipulate and still trying to control and still trying to influence. So that's going to be the major part of making it through and knowing how to prepare for what is coming. Because the ego can lead you straight to, your demise, and that's not what we want. Right? This Chiron that's been sitting in Aries for so long, it's asking us to make sure that we've healed properly. We've healed our ego properly. We've taken control. And if we had to go to war with our ego, then we needed to do that as part of our shadow work in order for us to become our truest self, who understands our value thoroughly. Because knowing our value is exactly what is going to get us through these Mars transits that are coming. Okay, Mercury retrograde's right around the corner, a couple weeks. And then, we're going to kind of go for this roller coaster ride through September, where things are not going to be easy. And then we hit October and Mars goes retrograde. And, that's going to be something we'll probably never forget for the rest of our life. As we can see things culminating now. So Pluto is still making its trine with Mercury here, but Mercury's moving a degree a day, so it's going to pull away here pretty fast. So, we can facilitate change through communication, and we have to kind of allow what that change is going to be, because at this point, it's almost like we kind of have to get these things off of our chest and then put it out into the universe and let the universe do what it's going to do. I mean, right? We have all these oppositions. We have these squares, right? Squaring. And, this square with Pluto is really to Algol. My pen is dying, so bear with me. The nodes are squaring the moon and Venus, right? Oh my goodness, my pen. I'm gonna have to buy a new pen. I don't like all them lines. All right. Let's start from here. Boom. Okay. I mean, y'all didn't see that, but I made all the lines. All right. So all these squares here, all these oppositions. I mean, I wouldn't say that this Thursday is going to be an easy day. Okay? But the way to absolutely make it through, well, as we could see, Pluto's not at a plus 12 anymore. Okay? Pluto's at a plus... Pluto. Mercury. I'm tired. I'm sorry. Mercury is not at a plus 12 anymore. It is at a plus 3. Saturn is at a +5. So Saturn is ruling the skies right now. So what does that mean? That means that it's going to be focusing on our goals and communication that's going to allow us to set ourselves up. That's going to manifest the things that we really truly are meant for us right now. And yeah, the blessings can come. I mean, Jupiter is retrograde, but that's the thing. We're going to bless ourselves through the work that we put in right now. By being able to survive these wild and crazy times that we're going through and have yet to go through. Okay, so let's see what the card for today is. What time is it? 3:30. Ooh, there's nothing like shuffling a fresh deck of cards. It's crazy. It's actually kind of hard to do it because they're so stiff. But make sure you like, subscribe, comment, please. It helps the channel grow as we start to bring more content to the page, to the channel. Okay. Two of Pentacles upright. So we need to have some type of balance between the work we're putting in, the communication that we need to have, between our partnerships that we value, that we're, going into projects with, and, being able to adapt to the changes that are here. They're here. Because once we communicate them, the changes occur. It starts whether it happens that quick or not. So that's going to be the main thing, is once we start communicating, and if we have already, then we're seeing these changes happen. So we need to be able to adapt. We need to be able to have the right partnerships right now and continue on that and solidify those things, right? Bring them into reality, manifest it into the material. Two of Pentacles is that manifesting, that material. That's what Pentacles are in general. So all in all, I would say don't take today too lightly. Get the things done. Get the conversations out there with the right people. And you'll see the things that need to change and just adapt to it. Move forward. Don't hold on to it. Don't try to force things that aren't meant to be forced right now, because the universe is trying to put us in a place of safety at the end of the day, because it's gonna get chaotic out there. So I hope that helped, and until next time, one love.
Cause your vibe it be different than shine in your eyes when I'm missing. Your body Ferrari, but your mind is my interest. You find in the sky, we gon' ride the eclipse like a Mercury transit.